and Barbies.
We didn't want that.
And you didn't realize how Barbies was always going out kicking it. Like
he kicked it with
Barbie
Ken.
stayed with
convertibles and shit.
She had Ken.
We stayed with the convertible Barbie with the G.I. Joe in the truck.
We had Lion-O and the Ninja Turtles beating Ken's ass. Fuck on brand.
First of all, we had Barbie fucking the G.I. Joes.
Barbie was definitely having
So you saying
Barbie was fucking Ken and the G.I.
that
Joes.
the fantasy started
I didn't know what I was doing back then.
The fantasy started early.
Low key, yeah, because my Barbies was definitely fucking
But the
G.I.
fact that y'all
Joes
think
flying
that we
on
was
them.
dreaming about being moms and shit.
Y'all was though.
No, I ain't saying that.
You gotta have baby
You gotta
dolls.
think about the way that it was given, though.
Yeah.
You got dolls, houses, deck. We got soldiers.
But
we
just
got
because a bitch
warriors.
own her own house don't mean
mean I wanna be a wife.
Raise your fucking little
Hell no.
How old are you? How old are you?
I just made 40.
And I just made 42. In the 80s, when was your birthday?
February 2nd.
Okay, cool. In the 80s, you was born in 81, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. In the 80s, you weren't thinking like you thinking right now. You looking like, I'm playing with my party.
No, but that's not true. That's your assumption. That's not true. So
You was thinking like that as a short?
I was raised as a little girl to just want to live. It was never given to me like, oh, be a mom, have a home, and be pregnant. That was never it. I was given the same.
No, not that part.
But growing up, it wasn't like a maternal conversation. It was fucking kick it, party, travel. Like that's it. That's what it was.
I salute that. That ain't what I'm saying, though. I'm saying like overall, the big picture was Barbie, Ken, house, because Barbie ain't never had no shorty. So it was Barbie, Ken, house, convertible, cool shit. We had what? Warriors, fighters,
Transformers.
shit like everybody was fighting. That's what we had, right?
Or
the dump truck, shit like that. Work or fight. That's what we had.
I'm just saying, girls play house way more, and we play house to grind.
We play house.
That's what we did.
Y'all play with
Daddy.
Y'all had like
no, we like y'all had Catch a Girl, Freak Girl. We had house. The nigga we like, you was my husband. Now
you was only playing that shit because, like he said, the freak on her. Well, since I'm your husband, since I'm playing, if I'm the husband and you're the mom, you know we got to Okay, cool. If I'm the husband and you're the wife,
that's what we
right?
We
picked you to be the husband, so you could do that shit.
Anytime I played house when I was a shorty, if she wasn't on that, you the wrong wife.
So if you think
Meechie, come on, bro.
I hear you.
You feel me?
Yeah.
He's like, this is what we supposed to do. No, I ain't gonna do that. Well, bitch, we just got a divorce at 5. The fuck?
The point is, I guess.
The point
we
is,
all have an idea how sex was gonna be when we was adults.
Yeah.
And we may have veered far from it.
That's also
as we grow in our age. I'm just saying fantasy shit. Maybe Ken breaking Barbie house and throw over the bed and do what he want with the Ninja Turtles coming in the other women. You know, we all little girls. I'm just saying, maybe y'all did that. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have sisters. I might be a little insensitive to the plight of the woman freak out there. I don't know what y'all plight is. I don't know. If you're a lady freak out there, you know, I apologize for being rude. You might have wanted to be on a video set with Tupac and Thug Life. Who knows? That might have been your thing. Getting around. I'm just saying, at this age, what you're into. So, have y'all dated anybody that was sexually expressive? Like somebody who you meet them and immediately they was telling you what they want. Hey, you know, I'm really into licking ass. I met a woman like that. Do you stop her? Did I stop her? No, I didn't. All right, just to get that out there. Just if anybody got any doubts.
Anybody got any doubts?
Yeah, so for me, I'm a different kind of freak. Let me tell you the kind of freak I am. Let me get out, talk to my little people. I'm into whatever keep a woman pussy wet. That's it. And I like when a woman ain't never did no shit she wanted to do, then she able to do it. You know what I mean? So that's what it's out there. It's out there. All right, I said it. So it's like, yeah, get a strawberry and rub it all down my body and eat it. I'm gonna get the strawberry and rub it all down her body
and eat
the motherfucker. And then I do something to a woman's head when you in her head acting out of fantasy. So my first kind of experience with that, I'm gonna tell you my experience that I had where it was a situation where she immediately said she was a freak shit. I do a comedy show. And at the comedy show, you know, you meet women, having conversation. So I wound up in the backseat of a car. Okay, mind your business. I got a little gang, had a nice cologne on, bow. So we touching all on each other in the car, and she get all the way in my ear, grabbing onto my good time, and said, "Hey, I'm in the condiments."
I'm in the condiments.
I was like, "Condiments? Like you? Like what the fuck?"
I definitely did. I'm like, whoa.
She said, "I'm gonna suck your dick if you let me use these condiments on you." All I heard was "suck your dick." I was like, before she even got, I didn't know what the fuck condiments was in the heat of passion, because I don't know what the fuck she thought about. So in her purse, she pulled out mustard and ketchup and put it on my dick like a hot dog.
Oh God.
And sucked the shit out of my dick. I couldn't stop her. I couldn't believe. Because she was like, "Ooh, the mustard. Oh, and this motherfucking ketchup. Ah. And I was like, you get it on my pants. But I was with it though. Because that was her thing. You know what I mean? But it was driving us crazy. Yeah, she was getting it on my pants. But she was mad. Wasn't a mustard drop left or a ketchup stain anywhere. Because it was a little red like sloppy, but that was one of the times where I met a woman who was like, "This is my freak shit. Here it is, take it or leave it." And obviously, call me Ballpark Frank. Oh, Ballpark Frank. What?
Okay.
Or, get it while you're hot.
Get away, you're hot.
Or Black Hawk hot dogs. I don't know how you put it. But it was condiments was a thing. And when she was finished, I was like, "Don't call me, please."
Don't call me.
I had a good time, but that'll be the only time. I don't know if I got enough money to afford the cleaners bill to be with you.
Oh my God.
Because mustard stains and ketchup stains are real. And we did this in the backseat of a car.
Oh my God.
And why do you got ketchup packets in your purse?
Right.
Like when you just beating dicks and conveniently put the garnish all over because you got to garnish my dick before you eat it. Like it was a good time. I ain't even lie. Lady, whoever you are, I'm gonna call you Miss Stand, as in hot dog stand.
Miss Stand.
I hope you're going well with your condiment fetish, but yeah, that was one of my times.
I feel basic as fuck.
So you don't feel like being a hot dog sometimes?
No, you know what it was? The shock of her actually having, like, imagine she said, "I'm in the condiments," and since there, I was all like, okay, I'm getting my dick sucked, but everything else was like going to her purse and getting the ketchup and the mustard. You imagine this, you're like, what the fuck? What?
Of course you'll be like that. But my question would be, sometime do you feel like being a hot dog? Not every day, but it's just like, you know what, you riding and sipping, and you just all of a sudden like, I feel like being a hot dog today. Like, today. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never just, nope.
Yeah, no.
To tell a story, you thought about it.
Well, I'm thinking about it now. But I like, there was a woman who actually liked the taste of ball sweat. I think that
Oh my God, salty balls?
Like the natural flavor of, she loved it. I don't know what to say.
Wait. Now, I will say, I don't I do not like sucking dick or balls with like baby oil and all that shit. I don't like, no. Don't put nothing on there. Just let it be balls.
Plain. Okay.
Like not musty balls, but like balls.
No mouth sauce for you.
Yeah, no mouth sauce for me. Like balls, that's fine. But not like, don't give me like sweaty balls. I mean, well, it depends on what we was doing. But like, if we like got into it and it got sweaty, cool. But don't put no condiments on your dick.
No condiments.
No, I don't want to relish nothing. Nope.
I can dip a little bit.
Nope, don't mouth sauce, nothing on your dick.
She said relish. Like, what dude just gonna pull out some relish and just like?
He said she like condiments. How you know she might have made it like a ballpark Frank?
She had ketchup and mustard. She had it in her purse.
You know, she might have wanted a ballpark Frank. Got like onions in a bag, and tomatoes.
How many men you came
celery
across this week you made a condiment though?
Right.
It's like having condoms in your purse though. Right?
Call me Dillingers. Call me Dillingers, because I'm Dillingers.
So you cool with the condiment? The condiment.
It depends on what I got on that day.
Oh my God.
I'll be honest with you, it depends on what I got on. If I ain't got some shit on, if I got some shit I don't care about, knock it out. If I got this on, then I'm looking like, I mean, it's a Jordan outfit. No.
Yeah,
don't do it on that.
Not today.
When you get up and you got condiment stains on your shirt, you know they was off your dick. It's a whole different stain.
I got a question for you.
Like, you know what?
When you went home, did you go home satisfied? Like, that was all right. That was all right.
I felt like I go too far sometimes. I should have stopped her when she put the packs out. Like you have no
Packs
limits.
out.
Like what are you? What
That
is wrong?
motherfucker was like,
I think
Did
my
you let her
like-
garnish your like dick with a ketchup? I'm not like
it's a story. Now,
she was on
did you
TV.
text the guys like, bro, you will never
I don't
guess?
even know if I even told anybody because it was such a story.
You just told the world.
I did.
You had to tell one of the guys.
I don't think I did. Because they expect that, like, my friends know it be crazy moments. So it wouldn't be that shocking to my friends. They'd be like, oh.
I mean, my niggas used to exchange stories like, what was the wildest shit you got her to do? Like, shit like that. So I'm like,
I
we
said on
men,
stage,
bro, you know.
I said on stage a couple times, but it'd be different. Not like for my personal people, probably audience, not like my friends. And they'd probably hear it. Why
well, my circle's small.
And then,
small circle, no new niggas. You know what I'm saying?
I probably said on stage probably within the next 2 weeks when that happened.
Wait, hold on. How long ago was this? Because your ass been like, what that happened? A month ago?
No,
he said,
Oh, I thought he said a month ago. I'm like, you said that shit like
But
that.
see, yeah, no, like dudes, for some
She
reason,
stood up,
y'all
though.
always like using condiments. Like niggas be like, let me put jelly on your booty hole, or like, let me put a little whipped cream on your coochie. And I'm like, I don't like yeast, so I don't want to make a break.
I done ate Jello out of an ass.
Did they make the ass in the jello? Was it like a mold in the jello?
No, like, I mean,
Did you just scoop it out the
I
jello?
had her make.
like a cup of Jello or like a Jello.
Like I had her make Jello.
The
I
Jell-O
left
shots.
work. I told her because I think of some random freaky shit and be like, hey, you know what? I want to eat Jello out your ass. I got there. She had the Jello, and I ate the Jello out the ass. I'm grown. I'm 40 years old.
Like, wait.
You said do what?
Did you eat the ass though?
You ate the ass.
I ate the Jello out the ass. Then I ate the Jello to get to the ass. That was the point.
I'm just clarity.
Huh?
No. Like, I'm so sensitive. I
Like
can't
groceries.
experience that. Oh my God. No. Thank you.
Better call that bitch Meyer Whole Foods. I ate her. Huh? Huh?
No, like I cannot. Like thinking about it, like I mean, maybe like some like jelly. I'm not finna make no Jello for you to eat it out of my butt.
I just think, listen, I'm the dude that, can I speak freely?
Yeah, it's your
I'm the dude, I'm like, I always want to be the dude that did what nobody else did for you. So
Okay.
That's my philosophy.
you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna ask the question, has anybody ever done this for you? No? Cool, I'm gonna do that shit. The other shit, I mean, because everybody's gonna do, you know, like the roses and all that other shit. That's cool. We gonna do that anyway. You know what I'm saying? But I want to get around to the shit that you ain't never even probably thought about before.
You ain't never told nobody.
Let's do that. You know what I'm saying? No, I just, off the whim. I'm a barber. I cut hair. So if some random shit pop in my head, I'm like, you know what I want to do?
Oh, okay, that makes sense. But dudes always love to do weird shit, and I'm like, don't put nothing on my coochie, sir. Don't put no jelly. Don't put no whipped
You a
cream.
child.
No syrup. No, I don't like yeast. Like I don't want to bake a bakery because we had sex.
Some
like,
vaginas
no.
are very sensitive.
Yes, I don't need to bake
She
these
said, I want
yeast
to bake
rolls.
a bakery. That's when people go get the cake.
No, don't get no cake. This
She's
uncomfortable.
shaking her head like, no.
It's uncomfortable because you want to put whipped cream on my coochie and let it drip too far.
So no condiments, no whipped cream.
No, don't put shit on my vagina.
I mean,
So you being the kind of guy that come up with ideas. That's kind of what we're talking about.
yeah.
The conversation to get that out of women, because my thing is I really want men to talk to their women, or women to talk to their man about how do you get to that conversation about what your woman really into.
I feel like in order to get to the conversation, you just gotta not give a fuck. Say some wild hunted shit and just do that shit. Now, it may not be an all the time thing, but I'm like, if I think of some random off the wall ass shit, I'm a text. I ain't a talker, so I'm a text it. You know what I'm saying? Say, hey yo, what the band? Based on the response, we gonna do it or we not gonna do it based on the response. You know what I'm saying?
So has anybody went too far? Well, Lisa first, like what's your too far? Like what have you got suggested to you? And you was like, oh, fuck all that.
It's not a suggestion because I'm like, in my man, I feel like I'm a freak. But
And that
okay.
be pressure. When you tell yourself you're a freak and motherfuckers really challenge you on it really be pressure. Y'all
that's
know
true. It
freak
do.
pressure. They
It
like, you're a
do.
freak guy.
Like I feel like personally I'm a freak, but it's like for
you got to
the
go off
one
the people
thing
you've been with though. You
that's
can't
true.
say you because all bitches think they freaks and they not.
That's true. That's
That's
true.
right.
But like every partner that I've had always like try to go in the butt. And for me,
You a
I'm
child.
like, you like they don't even try to prep you up, like spread my cheeks a little or pull a all on it. So they just try to go in your butt like, oops, slip. No, bitch, that hurts. Like the fuck. So no, but I started the OnlyFans and like I like took pictures with butt plugs and it was like it came like a pack came with like 3 different butt plugs. And when I opened the pack, the first one was like the biggest one. I'm like, who the fuck is putting it in the butthole? But then I saw it was like little ones, like little, medium to big. So to take pictures, I was like, well, I'm gonna use the little baby one. You know what I'm like? I'm like, I don't put dick in my butt, so I'm gonna use the little baby bitty one. And you do that, and he's like, oh, okay. And then you try to like make it sexy, so you go up a butt plug, and it's like, this is what they're for. Okay, so I'm like, maybe I would be open to booty play with butt plugs. Like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta go up a step, you know what I'm saying, to get prepared for the booty. But I'm like, niggas, like, I hate how y'all be like, we be fucking, and then it slipped. They're like, bitch, it didn't slip. It didn't slip.
The niggas you fucked with, don't put every nigga in that category. That's one thing we gotta stop.
So you ain't never did the,
I can do that.
Let the host, because he talking that real shit now.
I know that if you're going to try to go on a woman's ass, it's a whole night to that. She got
it's a whole night to that.
She got to know. She got to eat right. She got to know her little bowels. You know, everything's not down there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's a conversation. I'm gonna romance you into the shit. I'm gonna send you a video. I'm gonna send you the butt plug things. I'm gonna say we getting you drunk. You know what I mean? But it's gonna be something where it's like
you definitely gotta sell it into the shit.
Yeah. But she gotta like, come on, I'm gonna do it. I'm doing it tonight. You know, you want to.
It gotta be an unsaid sale. I'm just throwing it out there. That's what I'm on.
Yeah, you gotta romance it. You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying?
No.
And you gotta be willing to make sure she understands it feels good. I don't know what you gonna do, but you got to do something to let her know it's okay. You got to start a little tickle, maybe a little thumb a little bit, but you can't just be, you gonna like it.
You can't go with the thumb. You can't go with the thumb. The thumb is not my go-to. You can't go with the thumb. I just like two on the pink, one on the stink. So, you know what I'm saying? You let it go on the stink. You know where I'm at. I'm thinking about it now. I'm just saying. Just to know I'm thinking about it now. If I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong.
I'm thinking about it. What?
Those philosophies that is great. But for me, I like to start mentally preparing her to say, this is what we want to do. Until she starts saying, this is what I want to do. And that's the only way I think.
Meechie, with all respect, I feel like, once we got two on the pink, one on the stink, she understands that I'm thinking about it. I ain't just, you know what I'm saying?
So wait.
And niggas most of the time just be like 2 in the pinky. I'm you know what I'm saying? I'm over assertive. We're gonna do a ring thing.
You may be right.
You know wait a minute. So wait. Let me get this straight. Meechie, you're more like, let me let you know ahead of time, like I'm here.
Gentleman.
But you're more so like, well, maybe it wasn't on my mind, but now I'm thinking about it, so we're here now?
Sometimes
when it comes to that, I'm kind of like spontaneous when it comes to that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I might talk about, like, I feel like, I don't know how other dudes say. I might talk about anal more than I like to do anal. I talk about the shit.
Okay.
However, when I'm like, you know what, this is really what I'm going to do. I've thought about it to myself, and now I'm introducing you to the thought. So it's the thought of.
He got me in the mindset of the chick from, what's that movie? Get Out? No. No.
You saying no.
To his credit, to his justice and his understanding, when it comes to a man aggressive or a guy to talk about it, some women really prefer you just put your dick in and tell her what it is.
No, don't do this.
Now,
I've definitely heard that where a woman was like, I was drunk, you're supposed to just did it. You asking and being timid about it, you're supposed to fuck me. So I've heard it complain.
I've experienced it.
You know what I'm saying?
I've experienced it.
It's called consensual non-consent.
Yeah. You know what it is.
Consensual non-consent.
It's called consensual.
If I tune it up there, you put your finger, go on do the mug. If I'm drunk, I don't want to talk about it. So
if I toot my booty in there, that's for you to get better in the vagina. Don't you put your dick in my butt?
No, I'm just like, when you say
if I toot my booty, that means
can she explain that? Like consensual non-consent. What is that?
Consensual non-consent is when I, as your partner, give you permission to do whatever you want to me, whenever and however, even if I say no. Especially if I say no.
That's
an example.
I feel like that's some European shit.
That's
it's a kid.
That's not white people shit.
It could be, but nigga, and you wake up the next day, all of a sudden she filed charges for rape.
But no, this is what it, like being kinky and being in life is. Like it's a conversation.
You said being in the life.
And I'm like, okay, so no. Now I've done parties. Now, child, listen. I did a party one time. I hosted a party. Jesus be offense. I did not know it was a lifestyle party. They took me to the Dells. They had a mansion. They had my room private from everything else. When I did get there, I did see that it was like beds set up in different rooms. But it was like, I'm like, this looks like a slumber party at a sleepaway camp. You know what I'm saying? But I knew it was a couples thing. But my room was separate from everybody else's. And like the people that was throwing the party, they had like the master suite. So when I got there and shit like that, it was weird. But I was like tired. I drove all the way from I got to work, drove to the Dells. I'm tired. I get there. I'm in my room. I put my shit down. I'm like, oh man, I'm taking a nap. Took a nap. Woke up. I'm like, all right, let me get ready for this little theme night. So I put on my shit for the theme night. I leave out my room, and this motherfucker's fucking on the stairs. I was like, whoa! Whoa! I go upstairs and like, hey, the DJ set up and shit like that. And I was like, hey, y'all know what's people out there fucking. They don't know this not okay. You know what I'm saying? They like, no. So let me tell you what's going on. I'm like, please do. They explained to me what the fuck was happening, and I was like, yeah. Oh. So yeah, like motherfuckers, like I usually like when I do regular things, I play a game called Getting to Know You, and what I do is I name everybody a weird ass name from a strip club. These motherfuckers took that game, and that game turned the night up. Like that game, we didn't even get to the other shit I had planned because the names that they had and the shit, I was like, show me a dance move, and motherfuckers had their husbands like in chairs, and then they was like handstanding, sucking dick, and I was like, well, that's not what I meant when I was like, show me
it's a party.
Your dance move, but okay.
So who booked this shit?
Wait, he like,
they still do shows, and I was like, yikes. I was like, whoa. So like for me, I was like, that's when I realized, I was like, you know what, maybe I'm not a freak like I thought I was.
Yeah, you do have the moments where you like, okay,
I was like, no, I'm not
into a bad situation.
My dumb ass, I'm hosting the show 10 minutes in, like, please don't nobody touch me.
Yeah, I had a moments. I don't really like.
I don't know, bro, because with you with the condiment thing kind of like threw me a little bit. I'm like,
everybody got their moments.
She wanted to make you a hot dog. You wasn't okay with it.
It was private though. I could privately. If it was a crowd of people there, I would not have been. No. Remove this ketchup.
Wait, hold on, because I'd have been in the crowd of people. I'd have been in the crowd of people. I'm okay.
Yeah, see, I'm not okay.
To each his own.
We don't know each other. You be my best friend.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I'd have been in the crowd of people. I'm okay with it, but go ahead.
No, I was just. It's definitely on you. Where was your limits? Where you met your limits at?
That's true.
I used to be a rock star. I'm talking about John Bon Jovi. You know what I'm saying? It was a time in my life. You know what I'm saying? So meeting my brother, it was 6 women. It was in a room. It was wild. You know what I'm saying? But that's neither here nor there. Go ahead. What was that?
Your limit, like you're not the. Well, I guess a good time would be. So I guess your kink would be multiple women, or what you into is groups of women.
What man wouldn't look at it like, you know what I'm saying, like what the Muslims believe in? It's like when I die, I leave this place, I'll have how many virgins?
72.
72? What man?
No. I see. I've had a lot of women, and
you know, Allah Akbar. You know what I'm saying?
I'm in 2 or 3 is my limit. I cannot do past 2 or 3.
You said it can't go past 2 or 3?
I'm good.
It was 6.
Yeah.
It was 6. I looked over at bro looked over at me. Bang bang. You and gang. Let's take it. Yeah. We took it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Menage a trois, quadruple a trois, all that stuff. I ain't been through all that.
Yeah.
I ain't been through all that.
Back in my day, but now, 2, 3.
Bitches I had.
You said back in your day, how old was you?
I've never had so many bitches.
I really haven't had. I just don't like orgies, so I haven't had an orgy in a while.
No, it was me and my brother. It ain't like it was me and a couple of guys. Like I ain't never did it with the guys.
It was a bunch of y'all.
My brother just happened to be there.
Yeah, 2.
But it was me. You know what I'm saying?
What's the politics of choosing homies for orgies? Like, is there like a hierarchy?
I would never do that with the homies. My brother, he me.
Like, what's the male hierarchy?
Well, you know,
This is who I'm finna call.
No, you got people. If y'all friends,
so
friends are always on the same little level with you. You don't hang around with weak ass niggas.
But you choose one nigga because he flyer than the other. Like
no, the nigga that do shit like that is a nigga that do shit like that. This ain't the first time.
Like, because I feel like
the nigga always trying to do this shit.
I feel like even with an orgy or situation like that, from the male or female perspective, I feel like if it's like 3 bitches and 2 dudes, or 3 bitches and 1 dude, it's like, but is one bitch getting ignored more than the other bitches? Is one dude's dick better than the other dude's dick? Like, are y'all comfortable? Everybody?
I done been in situations.
Focus on yourself, really.
I done been in situations. So, like, if you said, yo, who you gonna call? You know what I'm saying? It's all these bitches. And you know what I'm saying? It's only you. 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna call nobody. But I'm saying, like, if you had to call somebody, like, you know what I'm saying? Can you call somebody else so we can have another dick here? I'm gonna call one of my brothers. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna call one of the guys. I'm like, I'm calling one of my brothers.
Everybody knows.
I know exactly which brother I call. You know what I'm saying? Wild Bill, what's happening? You know what I'm saying? Wild Bill.
But this ain't his first escapade. He been doing that shit. This
I think we've all had threesomes at least. And I'm like, even with that, like the threesome, and I feel like it's better if the woman gets to choose. Like with my ex, the threesome that we had, it was with my homegirl, and okay, so we had 2 threesomes, and I chose both them bitches because I'm like, I trust this hoe. And neither time was it a situation where it was like, you
definitely gotta check to see if they care about life.
Well,
like,
that's factual. Like, do you give a fuck about yourself? However, I knew those bitches, so it was just like the situation wasn't a thing where it was like, oh, I know she's gonna want my man's dick after this. It was a fun situation, and she was like ready, and we had a good time together. You know what I'm saying? It was a group effort. But I feel like when you get to 4, 5, 6, 7, it's like somebody gonna need to know.
But I was married when I had my experiences, so
okay.
That was the thing.
So that was the thing.
But I mean, Meechie, it's on you. This is your show.
Well, I wanted to go into what we was actually into individually.
Okay.
How much they figured out on the questionnaire, but really, what's in your search box? Like, when you finna sit down and get out, what are you searching at? What you put in that box?
Midget porn.
Midget porn?
Fucking around.
Okay, I'm a lady, so I'll go first. Fuck y'all. I like gangbangs.
What?
I do. I like gangbangs. And I like gagging porn.
Oh my God. It's always the most respectable, nicest people. You feel Lisa?
All the time. That's my best friend. I'm like, wait, what?
Yes, I'm sorry. Like, I do. I love when bitches is sucking dick and the dick is so good or so, like, deep in the back of the throat. They like, and then dude don't give a fuck. I'm like, yes, bitch, take this shit. I like that. I'm sorry. They then gangbangs when they be talking shit to them motherfuckers like, fuck this pussy. And they like be in the ass and then the pussy and then fuck sucking dick too. I'm like, she's a champion, hoe. Like, I like that.
She's a champion.
Yeah, I'm like, that motherfucker is a champ.
I hope one of my sisters not watching this. It's one sister that I'm thinking about, like, please don't be watching this.
She gonna love me after this. But no, legit, like, that's in my porn search. Or like, and they be like, ain't no gangbangs. So I'm like, fuck that bitch ass because I need to know she's tough. Like me personally, I don't care for anal. Like, okay, so like I said, with OnlyFans, like I had to figure out the sizes of the butt plugs, and I'm like, okay, maybe I might be open to it with the butt plug help, but maybe not, because I'm like, I'm doing that to myself. But like, butt plugs are smaller than dick, so it's like either way, it's like, sir, you gotta chill. No, thank you.
But you talk about butt plugs all night.
But like seriously,
my man.
But no, it's like, cause you could be like, all right, cool, we at the final butt plug, and then this thing come with this hard ass dick, like, bitch,
the final countdown.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, hell to the no, hell to the no. But to see a bitch taking dick in porn, I'd be like, bitch, you better fuck that nigga. And they be doing it too. They be like, I'm like, yes.
Who should we look up?
Yes.
And
then,
who should we look up?
Hold on. And then like I be having my little.
I be forgetting their names all goddamn
I do.
day.
I don't know their
Cause
names.
it be some hoes. I'm
But
like,
them
damn,
bitches
she
be
a
lit.
champ.
And then I be having my little rose. Like she be like digging them out, digging the pussy, digging the ass. They be like, you like this bitch? You like looking at the nigga. I'm like,
I kind of feel like half hoe.
Oh man, we best
man.
friends. I don't judge you. Damn.
The nicest quietest women be having the most terrible search boxes or fantasies about it. I was just talking to one of my friends yesterday, actually the producer on the show, and she was just saying, we were talking about pick a sex scene, and she was like, Buns from Belly. And when he came in,
Oh my God.
and I was like, do you know Buns was slightly abusive and a child molester? Do you know? He was lying on her all day. She was crying at home, and he was out with a young girl, and he came and threw her across the bed and fucked her like that because he had to, because he had been fucking up so much.
And they was okay with that.
They said it's okay because he did that. And
It's the most romantic sex scene in hood.
I don't know why anybody thinks. I never thought that. I watched Belly and I just didn't understand that.
yeah.
Now, let me say this.
That's women though. That's my point with them. They want you to be a criminal and go to jail.
No, we want you to
But
be our
it's
friend.
like when you talk about the search bar, you a man like you into hip hop.
Yeah.
That's like saying who's the best rapper.
Well, there's a couple of them that I would.
How can you possibly be the best rapper when somebody's dropping a new joint all the time? You be like, you know what, that joint is fire than that joint though. So how could you say that? Like me, I be like, yo, you looking up the porn? You looking like, I like big bitches. I like big booty bitches. But you know what? This white bitch over here, she doing her thing. You know what though? It's the skinny bitch over here. She really doing her thing though. So how can you really judge that?
But
I can't tell you what. My search bar is versatile.
Okay, but
It depends on what I feel like that day. Because it's an Asian chick. It might be an Asian chick.
Name
that's
something
thick.
then. How about that? How about you name the top three
Just
today?
that I just look up in the search box.
Yeah.
First, I go through the main page, the home page. When you look it up, I want to see what's happening. You feel me? So when you looking up the home page, it's versatility. What's trending? And then it's something that's trending. You may find an idea like that reminds me. This right here reminds me of this. So let me Google that. So how can you possibly I never get on X videos and be like, let me type in big booty bitch. Unless I'm just in the mood for big booty bitch. But I mean, if you won't ask me what's happening most of the time, I'm looking like shit, red bone.
Okay.
See, but I you got to be word specific though. See,
word specific. You will find some red bones that's not
like right now.
Huh?
Ebony bathroom threesomes.
Bathroom?
That's so specific.
Glory hole. Glory hole.
Oh.
Thank you.
Now I do like glory hole.
A random bitch sucking you off, you can't go wrong with it.
I was trying to build a glory hole here, but I didn't find it.
You can't go wrong with a random bitch sucking you off. As long as it's a woman. You gotta make sure it's a woman.
We need to get that mixed back started. I'm gonna start a GoFundMe right now. Romantic podcast, Meechie Glory Hole. We gonna get one.
Meechie Glory Hole.
You trying to put bitches in boxes.
That's what I thought I would put them in boxes.
Yeah, you gotta have this hole up here so you grab her head. Like in the glory hole, and the one when she down there actually doing what she doing.
Wow.
Which leads me to
ain't no glory hole. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
One of our other questions, since you kind of touched on it a little bit. So, what is y'all masturbation setup? Like, let's not beat around the bush, people. I'm talking right to y'all. You know when you with yourself.
Right to y'all.
Self love is the most important love. So why not pour yourself a drink, roll yourself some weed, put on your favorite music, change your bedspreads, put fresh sheets on.
Oh yes.
Fresh after shower.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking right before you go to sleep. I'm talking about you sleepy as hell.
Or in the shower.
No, the best ones you sleepy as hell. When you sleep as hell, you gotta get it off.
Yeah.
Oh, you try to roll over, but you like, you know what? I gotta get up and something up. And I gotta put it to sleep.
It's true. It's also true.
Yeah.
Because like I got this rose.
You talk about it again.
And I got this bed geek, right? So the rose, it has like this little hole in the middle.
Tell us the setup before you get to the rose.
All right, so
tell us the kind of day you had.
So if it's a I drive trucks and I tell jokes.
No.
So if it's one of those days where I drove trucks, it's probably a 13-hour day, right?
Oh, it was cold too.
Yeah, it's cold, and I gotta like park away from my crib, so it's like up the block, so I gotta walk a block, get to the crib, take everything off.
Little serial killer, like
you know what I'm saying? So, but I keep a weapon on me. I got a knife. So, you know what I'm saying? You get home, you take off your bra, you let your titties fall. You know what I'm saying? And then you turn the water on so it's hot when you get in there. Mm-hmm. So you like get naked, you looking on titties. Boom, they sitting up. Nice. I got this Victoria's Secret bra. You know, get your third boob because niggas like third boob. So thank you. So you know what I'm saying? You get in the shower and you getting it all ready. You like getting sudsy and soapy and shit, and you like, this is nice. And then you start thinking like, damn, I wish there was a dick in the bed, but it don't be a dick in the bed. Damn. So then you're like, damn, ain't no dick in the bed. So now you have to get out a toy. Which is your favorite? And I have several. Now, because I do toy reviews, I have a few toys.
So you got a drug of cocks.
No,
I've
it's
seen
a box.
this before.
It's a little box.
It's a box?
It's a box. So it has like
I'm
outfits.
thinking about that because I
Yeah. So like I got like it's a little box. So I got like nipple covers to just be freaky and then rip them off.
We was gonna do a freak box here where I was gonna pick stuff from the freak box and do it, but go ahead.
Yeah, you should do that. But like I got nipple covers and like rip them off, and then you got little outfits in there, shit like that. But when I'm by myself, because I'm not filming for OnlyFans or some shit, it's just for me. I'm like, I got out the shower and I oiled myself up. Now I ain't ashy and shit.
I don't ever make past the oil up.
So you oil yourself up. So you're like, oh, skin feeling smooth like a baby's butt. You know what I'm saying? And then you choose a toy. So right now, my two favorites though are like the rose, which has like a little dip in the middle, and you put it right on your clit, and then you just let that bitch go. And it has like 7. You heard me, sis? It has like 7 different signals. So it's like now one pisses me off.
To turn it off.
Yes, you do. You gotta hold it down to turn it off. But it's like this one setting, and it's like it pisses me off every time. Like if you accidentally get this one, you be ready to cuss a nigga out. Like he ain't even did shit to you. You ain't talked to this nigga in 8 years. But it goes.
And then
so that one that will piss you clean. I'm like, who the fuck? I'm like, and that's when I finally was like, a nigga made this toy because ain't no bitch.
That sound like my move. That sound like somebody.
No, we don't like that. We don't like that.
You don't like that
the toy, it literally goes.
It's so long. That pause.
No. It's like it's legit, Meechie. It's like this.
You really thought it was broke. That was over.
Cause I did. I was like,
it's not over though.
So I'm like, shit, what the fuck? So I'm like, I hate it. But then they got some other ones that be like, that's too soft. They got another
really
one like,
good job with
yeah, they did though. Then they got another one that's a little more powerful. Like, you be like, oh, you gotta press that a little bit on your clit. Child, listen, it's one setting. The middle strong one. Like, well, it's 7
really
settings. It's settings. It's 7
shipping of really good toys.
I'm telling you, it's 7 settings on this rose. But that one is not the weak one.
You swear by it.
Listen, it's not the weak one, but the middle one. They go. You press it up on your clit a little bit, right on the pearl tongue. Jesus be a bitch. Like you won't make it 13 seconds.
It's not even cool no more.
Listen, you be in the shower like the other night I did this. I was like, you know what? I just need to go to bed. I need to make sure I go to sleep. I put that motherfucker on there because it's waterproof. That's God. You know what I'm saying? And on the Sunday. And then you press it on your clit. Yeah, you press it on your clit and that water, don't let the hot water be running from the shower on your back. And you put the rose on your clit, and then you press the right setting, that middle setting, it's constant. You be like, well, this was great. I'm gonna go ahead and wipe this little juice off. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you be like, I'm gonna go to bed good. You gonna go to bed naked. You wrap the towel around and feel disgusted. Like, I'm so ashamed. You know what I'm saying? But then they got this thing called the Bed Geek. Oh.
You got something else? Another instrument?
The Bed Geek looks like a back massager, okay? So you put that motherfucker on your back, it got multiple settings, okay? But the Bed Geek is so strong. It has like 27 settings.
27?
You have to figure it out. Because at first,
on Amazon right now.
Listen, I had to figure it out, right? The Bed Geek, I had to figure it out. The first one, I was like, whoa, this hurts. So I'm like, I don't like that. I'm like, no. But then you have to keep pressing certain ones. The Bed Geek just be offense.
Why?
I had the bed because it has to let you. People are different.
I just want to know why he ain't using it on this.
No. Listen, the Bed Geek you can use on a nigga balls or what? Put it on his balls or something.
Yeah, boys don't like that though.
Really? No, because like
Meechie under my balls. You want to put it under my balls?
Listen, I will put it on your.
He's a hot dog, so that's the thing.
Also true. At least one time. The Bed Geek got a few settings. You don't press that one. Like the rose, you gotta press it. But the Bed Geek is so strong on certain settings. You just don't press it hard. Just press it light. Child, listen. The Bed Geek can have your ass like.
See, this is what I'm saying about trying stuff out. I didn't know I like my balls softly lit. until a girl was like, "Can I gently lick your balls?"
Every nigga I been with like they balls.
No, but I didn't.
Niggas be mad as hell. Pressed. You didn't lick my balls.
I wasn't aware of it at the time. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a big
Niggas
deal.
be sore about licking balls.
Let me say this to
I had
the
a bad
females.
ball
Come on, looking at here. The females need to know.
Anyone.
Just because you eating cock does not mean that you did your job. Because the balls need to be there. That's like us licking pussy, the actual hole, and not
The balls?
licking the clit. The fuck?
I did not know that was a thing until
That's
Am I right about it?
Yeah, you're right.
It's like, oh,
Well,
I'm sucking
first
dick.
of all,
That's like
let me
pussy.
tell y'all a secret. We don't like sucking dick unless we really like you. And you make us feel like, you know what, I want to suck the nigga dick. So that's the thing. But now y'all got rules. We like, now, y'all don't even look coochie right. Like, y'all be like, I'm just,
First
y'all
of
be
all-
like, let me lick the slit. And
First-
y'all be all up in that. We be like,
Slit?
what?
Who
Yes.
Who does
Niggas
that?
do that.
It's not true. I don't
First of
know where.
all, I'm a witness, and I'm sure the two other women in this room can testify. You motherfuckers would be like all in this slit. We be like, what the fuck? And like, and I'm
Who's
mad.
just licking slit?
Niggas be licking slits, and we be like, this us. I'm gonna
I
tell y'all the
That's how I
truth.
ate pussy.
No,
I was
I'm
eight.
gonna tell y'all the
And
truth
I
right
ate.
now. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth right now. Us. This is us thinking right now. This is our mental state. We be like, I really was excited.
That was y'all goofball ass for letting a nigga just lick a slit.
No. We be like, we were really
How you just
excited.
lay there and just let a motherfucker do that?
Because niggas be mad. So, I
About
mean,
what?
like, I'm a lady, so you can't be
About
rude.
being told that what
Right.
you're doing is
Because
not
in our mind, I'm going to tell you, can I tell you how this shit goes?
Because you
Let me tell you why.
Go ahead.
Because this is exactly the thought process we go through. It's like, oh, well, you talked all this shit about sucking pussy
He took literally
and all
about
of this, but here we go, sir.
What's up with that?
Oh, fuck.
What?
And if I tell you, like, can you come up some? Like, can you, like, come here? And then when you start moving your hands and shit, y'all like, like, no, I'm guiding you in the way that you need to go. Y'all like, no, you're not doing it right. I'm trying to. Then we be this us scooting up a little bit, scooting down a little bit, scooting up a little bit. Now we look like a goddamn firefly. Come here. Like, oh my god, it's so bad. It's so bad.
That's only
every
niggas
blue
that don't
moon,
eat pussy though.
every blue moon, you would get that nigga who eat
You
pussy
feeling
so
me?
good, and you be like, I love him.
The moon
But
came
then
out.
he can't fuck, so that's the thing. So you be like, oh my god.
Dang.
So like, if you get that one dude who like, I'll piece the pussy, you be like, yeah, okay, let's go. Here we go.
News.
Can you touch on
We appreciate
the
you.
women? She's nailed that.
News
She's
flash
nailed
for
that.
y'all, right? At this age, I realize as a man that likes having sex with women, I realize that I don't have to impress anybody anymore. You know, all my fucking years. You come to this realization, right? All these years I've been meeting motherfuckers, winding and dining them, fucking the shit out of them, and doing all this. So I'm meeting you to fuck the shit out of you and make your life better. So at this age, I don't just bless everybody with that all the time.
Boy, you always should get your best representative for.
You hold now.
I hold out, because first you gotta understand if a motherfucker can handle it. The bitch be crazy.
Can I speak on that?
Yeah.
Because all the guys know, because we talk to each other amongst ourselves. They were like, hey, you know you can't hit her with the You know, am I right, Meechie? Because you might fuck around with the fuck around, and you gonna fuck around and fuck around, because she ain't the one that you really want to be on your heels like that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh wow.
You want a motherfucker on your heels, you put it on.
When you get good dick, she can't control herself. That's y'all one.
Yeah.
You can have a genius politician.
And you gotta block her motherfucking ass.
Yeah.
And you gotta do all that other shit
Ass.
because it's like you put it on her. Why? Because her other nigga wasn't putting it on her. However, you know what I'm saying? And now it's like, oh shit, nigga, why did you show out? I don't know why I did that shit, bro. I'm a barber. We talk about this shit. I don't know why I did that shit.
I don't know why I did.
Well, you shouldn't have showed out, nigga, because now she on your heels and she's at the door right now. Why you getting a haircut? Don't bring that shit in my business, bro.
Don't bring that shit.
I done seen bitches at the door like, can I talk to you real fast? It was like, nigga, what did you do? Man, I put it on her. I done been there. I've seen it. My barbers that work for me as well as other clients. Like, why is she at the barbershop? I don't even know how she knew I was here. I just told her I was at work.
I ain't gonna lie. I did stay in a relationship very long because that nigga knew what he was doing. I was like, oh, okay. Like, the first time we had sex, I was like, Because you know when you first have sex with somebody, it'd be awkward as fuck and it'd be weird. You'd be like, I don't know. It was okay.
It's
I
the
might have
newbie
to see it
jitties.
again. Right. Oh, that's so good.
It's a thing.
What?
It's a thing. I've never had sex with somebody for the first time and was like, this is it. Have you? As a man?
Yeah.
Nah, I ain't never did that. Not the first time.
Yeah.
Not the very first time. No.
Now I know for big facts
I was there for like
you
17 years after that.
I know for big facts you
How?
I definitely had.
How?
because you was proclaiming your love.
You talking about? You talking about? No. It wasn't amazing.
I was standing on love at first fuck. I was standing on love at first fuck. I've done it several times. It was the last time I don't fuck with motherfuckers. I was like maybe 28, 29. I fucked around with a 19-year-old at a college. Nigga, I was calling the next morning. It was crazy.
Just supposed to be. Nah, judge me to him.
Nigga was showing up at he was showing up at motherfuckers' house like, I just want to see what you look like.
No.
Hold
fast. I said sex. I ain't talking about the way I felt about them. I'm talking about the sex.
Right.
That's two different things.
You said love at first fuck, like you fucked it.
Love at first fuck. No, like not at first fuck.
Shit, I
don't. Me myself, anybody I ever talked to, I've never met nobody who was like, you know what? The first time I fucked them, that was it. It's the one. I think it was more so off the way you felt about the person.
Nah, it was definitely the pussy. Definitely. I walked out that room and I just was stuck. So it's like that for every woman I was serious about. When I was 19, I had my own crib. Me and her fucked for like 8 hours. And when we just met, we was like, you fine. Let's fuck.
You fine.
So you saying the actual sex, not the way you felt about them?
I felt like I can't love nobody till after I fuck. I have to fuck too.
No. When I say the way you felt about them, it was like, you know what? It's just something about you. It don't necessarily mean that the sex was so fucking amazing. It's just like, it's just something about you.
Nah, it was like.
I ain't saying the sex was whack. I'm just saying it's like, yo, it's just the way I feel about you.
I'm a vagina first kind of person. Definitely.
I ain't think
I
that.
like a motherfucker. My personality, I get along with people, it be fun, and I don't even know if I like a motherfucker not after I fuck them. Like I be like, I like you a lot, and then I fucking I be like, maybe it's really. I've literally never met anybody. It's me, and I might be closed off, but I've never met nobody in which they was like, you know what? The first time I had sex with them, it was like I was stuck. Like it wasn't the sex, it was them, and then the sex was good, but it was like no, it was them, and then later on it was like. The first time we had sex, it was cool, but like, no, this time you like really put it on my head. Like, you know what? Now I ain't gonna let your ass go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? I got too many motherfucking stories.
So it's always off top.
Yeah, the first girlfriend I walked out. We fucked for a long time, and the second time it was a chick who I walked out the room. Yeah, every time I fucked for the first time. So the second girlfriend I had is what she said to me when we fucked. She said, "I really want to get a hug, so I want to practice sucking dick." She sucked my dick for like 2-3 hours, and I just was like. Yeah,
that's different. That's different. She sucked your dick for 2 hours.
But we got the 8 hours, then we got the 2 or 3 hours, then we got like the nerdy chick, and I was like nerdy pussy. Nobody can fuck. And it was so tight, and it was. I walked out the room and I was stuck for like a day sitting there, like I think I'm a married motherfucker. So it's always
the motherfuckers you don't think gonna have great sex that you end up with.
Dramatic vagina, shit that emotionally hits me with your vagina, not your. Word.
I can't say that.
I'm a feelings kind of person. I can feel if I love somebody or like somebody. It's like a feeling. It ain't like they gotta say shit. They'll just kind of connect with them.
No, you good people. I gotta connect with you as a person. The sex gonna get better over time. Like, cause you ain't been having sex with this motherfucker. If you already been having sex with somebody else, and then you have sex with this person, it's not like, yo, the sex is what did it. It was like, no, it was you that did it. The sex just got better. That's what I feel.
That's true. That's facts.
I think I agree.
No, you know what? Because that's the first time I ever thought about this. But the one dude that I was about to marry this nigga. Like we was hella in love, and the first time we had sex, it was amazing. But now that you're saying it, we had been talking for like a month before we ever had sex. So I'm like,
drunk a little bit.
No, it's a hiccup. This sugar. But I'm like, okay, so maybe it wasn't the sex. It was the fact that I knew him and I was already hella feeling him prior to us fucking.
Cause it's mental. Like sex with me is mental. Like niggas always be like, yo, I'll fuck such as what the bed. If I ain't fucking with you, I ain't fucking with you. Like, no, I'm good. First chick that I got stuck on, it was the sex. She was a virgin though. You know how that go.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. After that, I wasn't feeling it, but I ended up marrying her. I wasn't feeling it. It was whack as hell. You know what I'm saying? I was always talking about like, yo, that first time was whack. Second time, whack. Third time, whack. Over time, it got better. You know what I'm saying? Then the chick I cheated on her for, one of them that I ended up sticking with, first time we had sex, it was decent. She was as bad as fuck to me. So I'm like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? We had great sex. It was what it was. You know what I'm saying? Stuck. She knew what she was doing, though. She kind of cheated, though. When I say she cheated, I'm like, when you learn from an old bitch, it's like you already knew what she was doing. You know what I'm saying? Mentally, so she kind of fucked me up. That's how, you know what I'm saying? That's what it was. So it was that situation right there. That's why I say, like, you have to ultimately learn to like the sex. Well, me. Because all men ain't alike. He don't like being a condiment.
That's true.
That's weird.
So if so, time out.
No, I ain't saying that. I'm not saying that.
I'm saying. So if your girl like, babe, let me put this ketchup and mustard on your dick, you going?
I'm open. I'm like, I ain't about to be no sex slave, but I'm open.
No, I'd definitely be a sex slave.
Huh?
You'll be a sex slave? Wait. What do you mean by sex slave?
I'm gonna tell you what he don't know. Let me tell you.
Go.
He like, okay, cool. Whips and chain me, all that shit. Next thing you know, you in whips and chains. You can't move, and she stick her finger in your ass.
Who
you
said
cool?
that?
See, that's the thing though. You gotta date people you trust and
He got me
respect
fucked
you.
up. Nope.
No, if a woman respects you being a man, she gonna always treat you like a man in every situation. So you ain't really gotta worry about her trying to emasculate you. No, I mean, because it's not attractive to her. Like to make you a bitch ass nigga. Why would that be attractive to her? Why would that turn on her?
It might be.
Yeah, you
She
know.
might be turned on by that.
But if she turned on by it, that's her thing. But I don't think she would just.
We all watch porn.
No, wait. But that's too contrary.
Well, I was sucking your dick though, but I had my finger in your ass. Bitch, no, you got me fucked up.
But do you like your butt lit?
Everybody has their.
I've had it happen several times.
Everybody got their time, you know, like don't the
okay.
hard
So
no.
maybe that's the conversation that you should have. Like, if you chain me up, don't put nothing in my ass but your tongue.
Bitch made me feel uncomfortable one time because she just kept saying, "I really want to lick your ass."
But you like your ass licked, right? That's what you just said.
It was just the enthusiasm. It made me like, wow.
Oh, shit,
See, he said do it, but don't be excited about doing it.
No,
like 9 times out of 10, you don't really talk about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? She licking your balls, she get down to the gooch, and she do what she do.
Right.
But when a bitch is telling you, hey, you know what? I've really been thinking about this.
my kind of girl. Tell the fucking truth.
What did you into? Yeah, you into it.
Let them know.
I just kind of feel like that's one of those things, like who talks about anal though? For real, like we're planning it. We're planning it tonight. I'm fucking you in the ass.
Anal?
But I've dated a lot of different kinds of women, right?
What you say? Did she like
women that like anal? People that like butt stuff. Like they
no, that's cool. But I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Typically, anal just kind of happens. It don't just. It's not planned. It just kind of happens.
No, you definitely.
No, you gotta plan it. Definitely gotta plan it. You definitely gotta tell somebody.
No, maybe I'm saying that wrong.
No, you said it right. You saying that you give it a natural reaction how you feel about it. Everybody is not as uptight about it. Like me, you can lick my ass. I don't mind. But it's not like a situation where my head is beating girls let them lick my ass. It was a woman I was dating who was in just licking ass, so it wasn't as bad as I
I specifically had this one brother that told me, I have been literally thinking about licking your ass, and I felt uncomfortable. I'm like, why are you just randomly thinking about that? I overthink shit though, so I'm looking like.
What? See, that's the whole reason we got the show, right? Because the stuff that people are uncomfortable to talk about, and that's the whole thing. Where I want to talk about kinks and fetishes, because it's about if your woman is into this thing and you're not giving her need. Or if you're not letting her express herself.
She wasn't my woman. You know what I'm saying? I'm married. You know what I'm saying? I'm tricking off. You know what I'm saying? Not tricking off money, but I'm just saying like.
Saying the scenario.
So she just randomly hit me up saying some shit, goofball ass shit like I'm looking like I'm with that shit, but the way you say it
was like I'm a girl.
He said, but wait, he did say he was with.
Yeah, like who looking like
let me tie my Tim's real quick.
like if a chick randomly hit you up talking about, you know, I'm really thinking about sucking your dick, you like, all right, I'm with that shit. A bitch randomly hit you up talking about I'm really thinking about licking your ass. Wait a minute, what? Out of the blue? What?
First, I appreciate her comfortable and being able to talk to me like that. And
shit, you ain't in a relationship with her.
Okay.
So today, you at work, you at your 9 to 5, you on your motherfucking computer, you just like, you know what? I just thought about licking your ass.
Well, yeah.
Okay, cool. Hold on. Let me finish the story. Let me finish the story. That was one time. But periodically through the day. Now, I've had periodically through the day. I've just been thinking about sucking your dick. Okay, that's fine. Periodically through the day, I was like, you ain't talking about nothing else, but you just want to eat my ass? The fuck?
Okay, that's true. This
ain't no stunt front. This some real life shit. I used to be a rock star, John Bon Jovi. I'm trying to tell you. So I'm sitting up here like, the fuck?
She sounded like she was into you. Was trying to.
That's cool, but
I'm
saying is, I'm not judging her. I'm not judging her. Now, the question is, we're looking at the camera. Did we let her do it? Yes, we did. However,
did you agree over text or did you just like ignore the?
No, I like shit to just roll. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay.
You're not gonna entertain the conversation, right? Stop it.
So okay, with your current girlfriend, if she just texts you randomly like, "Babe, I've been really thinking about lick your ass," you gonna be okay?
I still ask like, where that come from? I'm gonna ask the question like, where did that
your ass? Oh my god.
Where did that come from? No, is it okay for you to do it? Yeah, but where did it come from? You don't. If she ain't never just randomly said no shit like that before.
Okay, no.
I go off history. No, you ain't never did no goofball shit like that. So where this shit coming from?
No, but this though, women got layers of lies, like you know. Like if they think you're comfortable enough to talk, like some women don't talk to their man about what they really be on because you might react differently. Like they might lie to you and talk to you a certain way and be fucking their girls and you never knew about it.
Now,
so you know, let me get on for what he's talking about because she said that. Now I was married for 13 years, so my ex-wife decided to tell me one day was like, hey, you know what? Remember that night I went out, blah blah blah, the band, blah blah blah. I said, yeah. She was like, I gotta be honest with you. So what? She was like, man, I went and fucked on Walter Band, which was her female friend.
Oh.
I thought about it because I'm a thinker. And this is my analyzation of it. Well, men are givers and women are receivers. She didn't take nothing from me. Only reason why I was upset because I'm like, well, why you didn't say, you know, let's go do this? You know what I'm saying? Because we used to do shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, well, she had texted me and said, I just really want some pussy tonight. Yeah. You know? So I said, I'm like, because I'm understanding. I said.
You sound so benevolent.
Right.
I was understanding. I said, well, seeing the fact that it wasn't a man that you decided, because she felt like she cheated on me. I was like, well, it wasn't a man. You know what I'm saying? It was a female, and you decided to go have some female fun. I said, all right, cool. No problem. You know what I'm saying? I never forget this night. We lived in South Holland. I remember I said, I'm going out tonight, all that shit. And she came back and told, fine. So I said, hey, wasn't no problem, whatever. Not mad at you. Had me, her, and her friend had got down before? Yeah, we had. She just said, her friend said, well, tonight I just feel like this. So I said, cool, no problem. You know what I'm saying? But you owe me.
Oh, what?
But you owe me. Huh? What does she owe you?
What she owe me? Y'all owe me.
Oh, they owe you access.
I mean, y'all, you know what I'm saying? She felt like she could call you and say, I want some pussy, you know what I'm saying? And you went and gave her some. And she gave you some. We already had, you know what I'm saying, several situations. So I'm looking like, well, y'all owe me now.
That's fair. Honestly, I feel like that's fair.
So next time she feel like she want to get down, just understand, you know what I'm saying, I'm participating.
Oh, wait. Oh, no. Time out. No, okay, so I feel like that's unfair.
What?
Because I'm like, all right, she want to just pussy, but if she feel like she just wants some dick and you was gonna fuck, but
no, I ain't rock like that.
No, okay, because I'm like, that's touchy.
No, because it was weird situations.
It seems more okay.
I'm such a creep. I'll come and just beat off and watch y'all. I'm cool if y'all just gonna do y'all.
I've been in that situation too.
No, because they
I've been in that situation, but I ain't jag off. I just sat in the corner and watched because it was her friend and her other friend, and they all decided, "Hey, yo,
don't say nothing. Don't be trying to direct.
Right? Don't say nothing.
No, I ain't say shit. They decided, yo, we want some pussy tonight. Well, I sat in the corner. I watched. It was entertaining to me. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Just be willing to give me some pussy when I go home, though, since they just want some dick. But I mean, I sat up and watched. They all got down. It was a wonderful thing. I'm texting on my phone and watching them all this shit.
But you know what?
I wasn't texting telling what's happening, but I was just saying, like,
but
you know what I'm saying?
See, me personally, I feel like back in my day, I wasn't, because it's been a while for me. Because I'm just in a place.
Back in your day, okay.
Yeah, back in my day. But I feel like.
You were the old as hell. Back in my day.
But like, I feel like.
It wasn't no right.
I feel like, and it's so weird because I haven't had sex in so long. I feel like my mind has opened up to more things the older I get and the more that I talk about things. And like I said, I started on OnlyFans, so I be conversing with these niggas and the shit that they say. I feel like I would totally be down for that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know you. However, back in the day, if my partner was trustworthy enough, I'm like, I love women. I think women are beautiful. I could never be in a relationship with a woman because I will beat her ass because I can't stand bitches. However, I like the women. I am, but however, the women's bodies, they like the scent of a woman, the sensuality of a woman. I would totally fuck a bitch. Like seriously, let's go, man.
I always like pretty boys.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like a beautiful woman. Like I would definitely smash. You know what I'm saying? I'm like that's cool. Like let's do what we do. You know what I'm saying? And then like go to breakfast afterwards, or like go to brunch or something to be cute. You know what I'm saying? Like I've never like, but. When you tell your man, like, oh yeah, definitely bring this woman into our situation, the men that I was with, never really understood or was trustworthy enough to be able to do that. So I never was able to be comfortably experiencing a situation like that. Like the threesomes that I had with my daughter's father, like we did that shit, and it was cool because them bitches was my homies, and that was something he wanted. And back then, I was like, please your man, and I knew that was something he wanted. And I knew them bitches ain't want shit to do with that nigga. They mostly wanted to fuck me. So it's like, all right, cool, whatever. But I didn't get a chance. I didn't get a chance to really. I didn't get a chance to explore and experience and have a great time with that because I was so worried about him. Like, are you having a good time? Like, is this what you really? Is she good enough? You know, some shit like that. And people don't think about threesomes like that. They always think about the sex part. But back then, I wasn't thinking like that. But now that I'm grown as fuck, I'm like, I would love to experience a threesome where it's fun. I would love to experience a bitch where it's just like, bitch, yes, with your fine ass. You want to go to breakfast after this? Because we can totally get dressed and get cute and go to breakfast after this. I don't want anything else. We can go. We can be friends.
A lot of stuff you saying that for guys who want to start experiencing another lifestyle or connect with women a certain kind of way, a lot of it is character. A lot of it is you dating a woman that feels she can introduce you to another woman and that woman get turned on by you. You know what I mean? That's a big part of the whole thing. For me, most of the threesomes or my sex life, my whole sex life is based off of trust. Of meeting a woman and 5 years later saying this nigga never lied to me. You know what I mean? So that part alone, I think, put me in a whole different situation where I'm dating a woman, knowing a woman, friends with a woman.
As a woman,
for 5 years, you're like,
as a woman, honestly, honesty is the best key that you can have. Yeah. If you can say to me, babe, I want a threesome. Like, I don't want shit from the other bitch. I just want to experience you and another bitch. I just want to feel that. It's like, okay, cool. I can trust that. You know what I'm saying? Because we was open and honest about that. But if you, like, lie about it or just it falls into it or just and then you try to fuck her afterwards and shit like that, now it's a problem. But if you were just honestly like, yo, I'm open to this experience if you are, but if you're not, I mean, I would respect that, but I'm telling you, this is what I would like to experience. It's like, open that up to her and let her be like, all right, well, can we choose a bitch together? Because it's some bitches that I wouldn't trust and some bitches that I would. But, like, I can appreciate, no bullshit, the 2 chicks that I slept with my daughter's father. Like, at the time, I just knew me and this nigga was going to get married and, like, we was going to build this empire and it was going to be great. Them hoes was my friends. I am still friends with both of them today. One is married, one is in a relationship.
Well, please me. Y'all was a stripper and a rapper. How y'all think y'all was building the empire?
Wow.
Don't worry about it. Go ahead.
Because I was going to be a nurse. You know what I'm saying? Well, but it was a like, for real, like, not being funny, but like the other, like, one of them was a stripper. Not being funny. One of them was a stripper. And one of them was actually a customer of the strip club that I worked in. And like the chick that was a stripper, she's married now and she has a kid and she like makes holistic medicine and shit like that. Like you would never know our past. But that happened and when we were open to that, she was just like, my man is like that. And she was talking about it. And I was like, I mean, I'll be cool with that. And I loved the experience until I mentally was uncomfortable. Like, is he liking this too much? Like this and that, because I wasn't confident enough. So I would say, if you're not confident enough for that, don't do that shit. But afterwards, I didn't feel uncomfortable, not because of him, but because of her, because she was just like, oh, whatever, that was cool. We was saying we had fun, whatever. I was like, what? That's crazy. Don't like and we're still really cool to this day. And then the other chick, like legit, that's my bitch. Like if that motherfucker called me right now, and I had $100 and she needed $50, I'm gonna give it to her. I'm gonna give her $60, cause she cool like that. But that's my rollie. Not being funny, but like we did it. She came into the strip club that I was in, her homegirls, bought VIP, we chilled, we kicked it, and it was so funny because she was like, hey, yo, call me if you want to kick it. I'm like, all right, whatever. And she told me where she really worked. Me and my baby dad went to her restaurant for dinner, and that motherfucker was winking and shit, and I'm like, wow, this is different. And that motherfucker was like, I mean, if y'all want to have some fun, it's cool. I was like, say less. I'm
so
like, babe.
what kind of relationship were you in, like, between you and the guy? Like, was it... were y'all openly able to talk about these kind of things?
Well, we grew up
before.
I've always been a pleaser, so we grew up together. We started dating when we was in high school, like shorties. Like we was 16 when I met the nigga, and 17 for real when we started going together. And
but you really trusted her. You wouldn't double back at all. You was absolutely confident.
Yeah, I was super trusting. And I knew it felt like she was more so like interested in me. Mm-hmm. But when we showed up at her job to eat, she was more so like being cool and being flirtatious. Like, bitch, I want you, but since you with that nigga, it's cool. And so she and I conversed a bit. And then he was like, I mean, I'm down and she down. She was like, oh yeah, let's have some fun. It was her homegirl, me and him. And the homegirl kind of got exiled and I felt bad for her because I'm like, huh. You know what I'm saying? But it was us and... It was a good time. Yeah, it was a good time. And
how'd she get exiled?
Cause she kind of like didn't get paid attention to.
Wait, so it was a quadruple-toire.
I guess you could say that, but like no, because like she ended up just
that nigga wow. I'm procuring everything.
Some people like watching.
She was more of a watcher. She just minded her business, and we didn't care about her minding that.
The funny part, I'm like, because I haven't been in a situation like that, and when you say double back shit, like me and my ex, I'm gonna say my ex-wife, motherfucker, nobody knows. So me and my ex-wife, when shit went down like that, I'm looking like she always did the hunt. I ain't do the hunt, you know what I'm saying? She did the hunt. She did the hunt, and then shit, I'm like shit. She like, hey, this is what it is. I'm like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? So it was what it was when it came to that. So no, it wasn't worrying about doubling back or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Because only one time I did the hunt, but I ain't particularly care for it because even though everything was all good, because I'm an even guy. So I'm like, yo, if it's straight across the board, it's straight across the board. So when Shorty would text me, be like, hey, how y'all doing? This, that, the other, blah, blah. I tell her everything Shorty said, huh?
Go ahead.
I tell her everything Shorty said, what the band, blah, blah. So one day, I'm in the bathroom. I got to take a shit, so I'm in the bathroom. I hear my phone go off. I say, hey, bring me my phone. She bring me my phone. Who just tell like that? No, not to open the door. But I'm like, bring my phone. Cool. Open the door, crack it, throw it to me. Cool. My phone, go to my, I had to open my phone and shit. My phone was already open. I'm like, read the text, all that shit, cool. I said, hey, yo. She said, yeah. I said, you open my phone before I open it? Because this is back in the day, I had an Evo, Sprint Evo. Like, no, why you say that? I mean, I just thought it was interesting because I pay attention to everything. And I didn't have to put the code in like that. It was already open, kind of. So I read the text, of course, everything on the up and up because I never had no conversation about her back that she didn't know about it. If Shorty said anything, I told her what she said. Hey, Shorty asked, blase, what the band, blah, blah, blah. So I come out the bathroom, I tell her. I'm like, so you ain't go through my phone? Nah, I ain't go through your phone. You do know that I have to put this code in for it to open up. When you threw it to me, it was already open. Mm-hmm. All right, man, I just want to see what y'all talking about. Blase, woo, woo. Did you see anything? Nah, I ain't see nothing. Exactly. Because I tell you everything that she say to me. You know what I'm saying? So after that, I realized when a situation like that happened, the woman had to hunt. The man can't hunt. I ain't never met a situation where the man hunted and the female didn't. That's true. In that type of situation. It's like the female got to hunt, figure it out. She communicate through the woman. You just reap the benefits of the shit. Because you're not talking to her.
I guess my last little ways, I just like, if I go out on a date, I go on a date with like 2 or 3 chicks at one time. And then let them figure it out.
I've done that. I'm saying, but when you married, we talking about you being married and she okay with another woman.
No, I ain't never been married.
Or you in a relationship and she's okay with another woman. She got to do the hunting. You can't do the hunting. Because if you do the hunting, she going to automatically assume words verbatim that I'll never forget. Her saying, She wanted you. She ain't want me.
No, I never realized, but when I was in my relationship and we did the threesomes that we did, I definitely did bring the chick. So that's true.
Exactly.
That's
so
true.
if you brought the chick, hypothetically say you and Lisa was in a relationship, you met Shorty, you introduced Lisa to Shorty. Lisa's gonna be thinking in her head, she wanted you.
Yeah.
She didn't want her. She just agreed because it was her.
No, so I guess in my scenario, the one or two scenarios I got, I knew the girl's type, and I knew a girl was. I just kind of felt the vibe thing. I knew they vibe, and when they got together, it wasn't me, it was them. But I definitely put them together though.
But
definitely,
you knew what your girl liked, and you made that happen. So technically, she still inadvertently hunted.
Because some of us are beautiful. If it's like, oh girl beautiful, no girl beautiful, you know what I'm saying? It's almost, how can you not like this motherfucker? How can you not like this motherfucker?
That's true.
Let me just put both of y'all in the room. And
that's true.
I get that, but bro, it's just like in my experiences over the years, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, this has happened multiple times, but the one time that Shorty just happened to like me, and I happened to tell her, yo, I'm not doing shit without my wife.
Right.
She said, well, cool. But of course, they got thrown back in your face like, hey, you know what? She wanted you. And I'm sitting up here looking like, but I did it the right way, though. I mean, the right way was, because, again, she met me. But I introduced y'all because she wanted to fuck on me. But I introduced y'all, so it ain't like I'm cheating because I told you I ain't touched this chick or nothing. I told you what time it was. And it still bounced back in your face. And that shit right there, you be like, just let her hunt, nigga. Don't find nobody.
Oh, they gonna go bad every time.
Yeah.
If she hunt, she cool. Anytime she hunted for it, she was totally cool. The time, I'm like, I just went and got a coffee. The broad worked at the coffee spot. She kept flirting with me. She told me what it was. I told you what it was. She said, hey, yo, I want you. I said, I got a wife. I ain't cheating on her. She said, well, this is what it is. Cool. But it ended up getting thrown back in your face. That shit right there. Cool.
So it's so much in threesomes that you can't. It's hard to even have any rules. Because if you fuck too hard, you eat too good, you come in the wrong spot. You know what I'm saying? You like her more.
Now that I have
you come in the wrong spot.
I had that before too, because there's always rules for threesomes, and niggas don't know that there's rules for threesomes.
Yeah,
because it was a short period of time, maybe about 11 months. I had like 2 wives.
This nigga said a short amount of time, 11 months. That's almost a year.
But 11 months, yeah. I had like 2 wives, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, then they arguing over who you nutted in. Like, why you nutted not me? Shit like that.
Yeah, they're 2 girlfriends. People think that shit is real.
Wow, as fuck.
2 beautiful, black-ass, strong queens. That shit ruined the whole fantasy right there.
It be the after.
I'm on my own house. She got her own house. Wait, what?
Because when the sex is happening, it's amazing. After the sex, it's like, so, I just noticed that. You nutted her, not me.
Oh, my God.
You like, you lay in the bed like, what? Like, why is this a conversation? Did we all enjoy ourselves? That shit.
Did we all enjoy
Hey, on my kids, it's real life stories. I can't.
You gotta do some more fucking.
You got some more fucking to do. You like, damn.
No, we done for the evening.
That's what I'm saying.
We all drunk. We all had sex. We had a good time. You end the night as a man like this, like, yeah, that was great. Hey, so
speaking of drunk,
I just noticed.
And sex and a good time. Go ahead and finish.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, why you nutting her, not me? It's like, now I gotta sit up here and explain that. It just happened that I just happened to feel it at that moment. Like, it wasn't nothing against your pussy. It was, fuck it. Don't worry about it.
She got red hairs. I ain't never seen red hairs. Her big.
No, this is 11-month period. Like, I mean, this is a thing. Like,
we know they vaginas.
But you always gotta explain, well, why you nutting her, not me? Why she make you come and I ain't make you come? Shit like that. You be like,
I'm
you know what?
I'm like, maybe.
I'm over it.
Well, we had a drink. We had a good time. We're going to close up to our last segment. A sexer. How many threesomes have I had?
Meechie, you know you don't fuck bitches.
I got to get that thing fixed. That's our sexer radio thing.
2.
But our last segment, our favorite producer, Mila's going to come in and give us our words for the evening. This is a game where
Mila, you can sit on my lap.
She tells us some words, and we have to explain or figure out what the kink is to the words.
All right, so
what's the
Oh yeah, that's it right there.
Ladies first.
I'm into that.
Word.
I like her kneecaps. She had great kneecaps. You trying to get some mustard and some ketchup? Some relish?
Get the fuck out of here with that.
Well, that's
All right.
2 of us.
So this K is for clismophilia.
Clismophilia.
Clismophilia. KLISMAPHILIA. Clismophilia.
Can I Google it?
Nope, no Googling.
Go Google it.
I don't know. That sounds like weird
when
shit.
you want to have your finger in there while they're climaxing, so you can feel it. You can feel the clasmic.
When you rub.
Wait, and I asked?
No, wait. No, I'm asking. We got to what it is. Clismophilia is when you rub your finger while you licking coochie. The clit.
Right.
That's my guess.
I'm being totally honest. I have no
You got
idea.
no clue? Okay.
Yeah, like this. We don't like this.
Obsession.
Who the fuck is doing that?
Obsession.
Clismophilia.
Yeah, you're clismophilia.
You said quiz?
Clismophilia.
Clismophilia.
You said cameraman.
Quiz is not clit.
No, but that's what people
I
Are
said
y'all ready?
climaxing.
What do you think? Wait, he didn't
2 in
say
the pink, 1 in the steak. I'm gonna go with that every time.
All right.
Climax.
At least who was the closest guy?
All right. So I think you two were the closest. So it's a Greek word that means arousal by enemas.
Oh.
I said 1 in the steak. They ain't say that. I was the closest.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Yeah, you're right. You're
Oh,
kind of sure.
whatever. What the
Okay.
fuck?
Oh.
Okay, so if you're not familiar with what an enema
Girl.
is, it's a medical device that squirts water slightly warmer than body temperature into your anus.
In your ass.
You're right. Okay, he was closer. 'Cause he did
All right.
say one in the
Okay.
Women's ass.
I mean,
Only
but
women.
everybody's, because
Women.
it's like a medical procedure. It's used by hospitals to relieve people of constipation or prep for certain
That
medical
is not
procedures.
sexy, bro.
This particular kink generally refers to receiving pleasure from receiving an enema, although there are those who get off on administering enemas.
Oh.
as well.
I'm an administrator.
Wow.
Is that the same as like when they be on porn and when they insert milk and then she squirted out?
Yep.
Is that the same thing?
From where though?
Kind of a
From her
little bit.
anus?
When they-
From her anus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it would be
Love
the
it.
start.
Like they be
If
putting
he
something
insert
in there.
warm milk into her
Yeah,
anus,
yeah.
I've never
an
seen that.
enema,
That's
it
the porn you
doesn't-
watch, bro?
he
Nah,
said
I
it.
got a whole.
I've never seen
He
that
like a
shit.
bird
Like,
by
what?
the-
The mask
Heard about
lady. The mask lady.
Yo, okay, all right.
That's like
Y'all-
people that take a lot of laxatives. It's a
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
It's the
I mean,
release for them.
everybody's been talking about butt stuff tonight, so I think it
That's
it
true.
works. All right,
But
so
something
good.
I
happened.
feel judged and attacked.
No,
And
you
attacked.
did a
And
good job.
attacked.
All right, so now everybody knows what clismophilia is, and the next one is curophilia.
Curophilia.
Q-U-I-R-O-F-I-L-I-A.
When you're curious about feeling shit all over your body.
Queen.
Ooh, I got it.
You got it.
When you take somebody, you dress them like a Quiznos sandwich.
Good night.
And you drop like
No, I'm
Slice
curious
those.
about feeling you all over my body.
Quiznos. It's Quiznos.
No,
Right.
nigga.
What
And
you
you,
think?
you go to a Quiznos
I
shop.
think you like
Absolutely
kind
no
of-
idea. I can't even guess because I have no idea what
No
that is.
clue.
Say the word again.
No.
Curophilia. Q-U-I-R-O-F-I-L-I-A.
That's like churro.
Oh,
You like quesadillas in your ass.
Everything is in your ass. Everything is in your ass.
You put cinnamon.
All the shit in
It's
your ass.
question. It's like a
This
quirk.
nigga said.
That's probably why I'm not married no more.
quesadillas in
She's
your
like,
ass.
everybody want to put it in my
This
ass.
motherfucker said put no sandwiches in your ass, and I'm just saying,
I didn't
feel on me.
say Quiznos.
I feel like you felt like it.
You set a romantic dinner up at Quiznos and you order up.
You quizzing
No
a
one,
bitch. I
no
don't
one
know.
thinks that. No one thinks
Okay,
that.
and-
Okay.
What is it? Please tell me what it is.
No one thinks that.
A specific fetish for hands is referred to as curophilia, which may manifest as an attraction to fingers, a great manicure, or simply some smoking hot hands.
You was like 80, 85.
All right. All of them.
Yeah.
Ooh, you turning me on.
Curophilia
BG.
can absolutely use hand jobs,
Finger.
fisting, or fingers.
That's a warm up.
Don't be a finger.
A hand job is a warm up.
Don't get
What
off
about
on
No,
Is
but you
fisting-
know what? Okay,
fisting,
wait. So time
Yeah.
out. So wait.
I
So
totally
look.
stay away
So
from that
check
type of
this
porn.
out. Wait. So check this out. No, but speaking of porn.
I've seen my. I'm like, I don't know
You put
why.
your head in it once.
No.
Yeah, I seen that.
I thought you said
Out
right.
of curiosity. No. You know how you look. You look, but you like, I ain't into that shit. But like,
would this be a thing? I like this one porn in particular where this chick has on a ski mask.
I can't trust you.
And she be like jagging niggas off and sucking their dicks with the ski mask on. Would that be considered?
Yes. I
You like
think
her hands.
well, I mean, if anybody
Cause she be like, the way she do it.
y'all seen animal porn?
I'm not doing that.
Never mind.
So the way what the lady with the
The
mask,
horse and shit. I'd be like, why?
not really.
the lady with the
Depending on the
mask.
animals.
Depending on the state, like they have sizes, breeds,
Yeah,
and
you can still fuck a
ages.
horse in 12 states.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Keep going.
Weird shit.
But then it goes to
This
BPS.
guy-
Know your law.
Like, you really want to stay
I've seen it as entertainment, not as like, oh, you like,
I don't get off to it, but
no.
But the chick with the mask on though, she be like sucking dick and like would you feel her? She use her hands and shit, and she be like spitting all down the ski mask.
No,
and I'm
thank
like,
you.
yes, ma'am.
What about white women?
What about white women?
I thought we was on TV talking.
All right, and that'll be the end of our show. We're gonna leave out on white women.
Vanilla.
See y'all next time.
Hey, Vanilla.